Well, towns across the Jersey Shore taking a closer look at security after a handful of incidents over Memorial Day weekend. A teenager was stabbed on the boardwalk in Ocean City Saturday night. The Wildwood police declared a state of emergency for that weekend. And closer by, a near stampede in Seaside Heights. That's where we find our Katie Corrado joining us live. She just spoke to the mayor. Katie, what did he have to say?
Well, Aaron and Corey, good evening to you both. The mayor, Anthony Voss, is about to be meeting in less than an hour with his police chief, with his business administrator. They're going to be debriefing what happened here on Saturday, what they did right, some things that maybe they could have done better. Mayor Voss says that they were plenty prepared for whatever would have come their way this Memorial Day weekend. Mo Alley's basketball booth on the Seaside Heights boardwalk becoming a place to would have come their way this Memorial Day weekend. Mo Alley's basketball booth on the Seaside Heights boardwalk becoming a place to take cover Saturday night as hundreds of panicked people ran down the boardwalk.
People just started running like crazy, hysterically for no reason, and some people jumped in here. They were laying here, and they thought at first there was a shooter.
Seaside Heights Mayor Anthony Voss says calls initially came in for a shooting, but that quickly proved not true. He says police responded appropriately.
You could have 1,000 police officers. When you have 20,000 or 30,000 visitors, be it children, young adults, it's hard to maintain, especially on an open boardwalk.
Mayor Voss says the incident happened around 8 p.m. It's unclear what the sound was that caused crowds to run. Some witnesses on the boardwalk reported hearing a car backfire. Others blamed fireworks or balloon. Whatever it was, Chris D'Amico says it sent people running into his store, cowering behind the cash register.
So there was a lot of people just congregating over here. It was getting a little bit out of hand. I mean, it was probably a couple hundred people. Next thing I know, there's a big loud boom, and everybody starts, it's like a deep boom, and everybody starts running down the boardwalk like a stampede, throwing things around. It was pretty chaotic over here.
It wasn't the only incident to happen down the shore this weekend. Wildwood declared a state of emergency and closed its boardwalk, citing numerous incidents of civil unrest. City officials say police responded to an irrepressible number of calls for service Saturday evening, most related to the extremely large number of young adults and juveniles in the city for the Memorial Day weekend. And in Ocean City, police responded to a stabbing on the boardwalk. In a statement, Mayor Jake Gillian said, quote, "Ocean City will always be welcoming to all guests, but I want to send a clear message to parents and to teens. If you don't want to behave, don't come." Now, Seaside Heights put a 10 o'clock curfew in place on Saturday after all this happened. Mayor Voss says that he will continue to do that throughout the season on busy nights. Anybody under the age of 18 who's not accompanied by a parent. If you don't want to behave, don't come. Now, Seaside Heights put a 10 o'clock curfew in place on Saturday after all this happened. Mayor Voss says that he will continue to do that throughout the season on busy nights. Anybody under the age of 18 who's not accompanied by a parent or isn't here for work will have to leave the boardwalk at 10 o'clock. There's also a new ordinance in place in Seaside Heights this season. From April until June, any minors who are renting property in Seaside Heights must have a parent or guardian present with them in the rental while they are staying here. Reporting live from the Seaside Heights Boardwalk, I'm Katie Corrado, Pix 11 News.
All right, thank you, Katie.
Okay, let's get back to that weather story. Almost